All right, everyone, it is Friday, and you know what that means.
What?
We have a special Halloween edition of Stop Being the Best Kept Secret. I am your guest host today, Ricky Bobby. And you know what that means. If you're not first, you're still the best kept secret. I'm going to let my friend over there and inmate number, I can't see your number, man, 96669, take over for and get this thing going. We're going to be talking today about AI marketing for manufacturers and strengthening business relationships with AI.
What a great topic on Halloween. So happy Halloween, Damon.
I'm doing great, Kurt. It's happy Halloween to you. It is a time that you and I have celebrated together, and it is a time of fun and celebration in my world.
Absolutely. So, hey, let's dive in. Happy Friday to everybody out there, and welcome to the show. Welcome to Stop Being the Best Kept Secret. And we love jamming, geeking out about AI for manufacturers, especially with your marketing strategies. And, you know, Damon, there's a lot of like, man, it's going to take our job. It's just the intention is every time there's new technology, it's like, how can we just get better? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So instead of being like fearful, concerned, or, you know, I read something the other day, like, man, you know, like in a certain industry, like, hey, just wish that you were 70 and you're retiring so you didn't have to deal with any of this. Man, just embrace it, right? I mean, it's such a privilege. I was on a call with a client this weekend. I'm like, it is such a privilege to be part of this time right now. You know?
Yeah, I agree 100%. It is like no other. And we've talked about this before. It's like the when Windows came out, the internet, you know, whatever you want to talk about, high-speed internet, really.
Right.
Because it's changing so many things. And it's bringing, I read this the other day about how AI is, you know, the internet brought information to us, and now AI is bringing answers to us.
Nice. Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember when my 8-track player came out. Remember those days? So people are like, what's an 8-track player? Hey, you know, Google it or look it up on AI, right?
Yep.
So, all right, Damon, so let's dive in. So, hey, you know what? If you're expecting our dear friend Art Thomas from the Purdue MEP, God bless him, he had a knee replacement surgery on Monday, and he's such a resilient dude. He thought he was going to be here today. And, you know, we're wishing Art, we're sending you thoughts, prayers, speedy recovery, that you're going to be out kicking soccer balls with the grandkids here pretty soon. So he's taking a little breather today. So Damon, you and I are going to geek out. And again, we're going to dive into AI marketing strategies for manufacturers. Your thoughts?
I just love it. I love it. First of all, I wish Art would be here. We'll get him back because, man, he is an AI. Just he digs into it deep, and he loves how it can help people just really do better with their business.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, big shout out to our friends at Purdue MEP. All of the MEPs do wonderful, amazing work. You're like, hey, what's an MEP? That's a manufacturing extension partnerships. There is one located near you. Check out your local MEP. So, Damon, let's turn to you know what? So, for being that it's Halloween, a little bit close. You know what? We're going to go through like a little candy example.
All right.
So we want to talk about like for AI marketing, you know, how do you strengthen your business relationships? You know, we love diving into that digital game plan that we share with our clients. So how about, let's share our screen. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Hey, you know, Damon, do you like Buckeyes?
I don't even know what a Buckeye is.
Is that right? You don't know what a Buckeye is? You remember? So our friend Todd from the Ohio MEP in Toledo, this was one of his clients, and he actually showed us a video of Marsha's. Here's Marsha right there.
Yeah. Now I remember that. I was like, Buckeye. It was like,
so, dude, man. So you're not familiar with the great state of Ohio.
I've never tasted one personally.
So if you're in the great state of Ohio, man, you have to. That's the Buckeye state. And so Buckeyes are these. So in this case, they're nuts, right? They're these little crazy nuts. And what they've done here, it's also a delicacy. It's a little treat. Damon, do you like Reese's Cups? Do you like peanut butter and chocolate?
Oh yeah.
Well, dude, this is better than a Reese's Cup. God, you know, forgive me for all of our friends that love Reese's Cups, but this is what it is. It's a little round piece of chocolate with a little peanut butter, and these are Buckeyes. And so this is this company right there. Doesn't that look delicious?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So, Damon, if you were targeting these folks and you want to step up your marketing strategy, what we can do is we can turn to our digital game plan. And what we did is you and I rebrand our digital game plan on Marsha's Buckeyes. Great company. Man, if you're looking for a little delicious chocolate peanut butter treat, stop by Marsha's. And we also, so Damon, if you remember, we had that great video that Todd brought on the show that time. Remember that?
Yes. Yes.
So what we do here with the digital game plan is we're diving into like what are their core strengths? What are they absolutely best at? Secondly, what I love about this tool, what AI does for us, Damon, is it scrapes the website and it starts populating a bunch of different opportunities that this particular company could start executing on.
Yeah.
And what I love is, even if like, hey, we're not batting 100% on all these ideas, maybe we're close to maybe, several of them. So like right here, they're talking about like subscriptions. I tell you, an online e-commerce subscription, you think of like, the razors, like the Dollar Shave Club, or, any of the, what do I say? Like, hygiene, like any of the products that do like the monthly delivery clothing.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of those subscription services. Netflix technically is a subscription.
Yeah.
They have Buckeye of the Month. How do you like that one?
Yes, that's a good one.
That is a good one. So what they're doing here is they're going through, and here's a little keyword I'd love for you to chime in on. We love when you're diving into your digital marketing strategy for the first time, getting that foundation. How do you out teach the competition? And right here, it's saying like, hey, why don't you give a little Buckeye education and storytelling? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think, a lot of people get really focused on product, right? But in this, you could have a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. There is a company, and I won't mention the name, but it made up a complete false background about the product, the origination of the product. I mean, back into the 1800s, and it was so, I just was like this. So a product like this, right, you could make it up and it could be just an awesome storytelling experience. And it could be true. It could be made up. It could be a mixture of both, but you could just educate them on why this is such a great product.
Well, you know what? And that phenomenal point. And right here, they don't even need to make it up because look at, they've got their story right here.
Yes.
And you can tell, like, hey, you and I are old enough to recognize those haircuts from the 80s, right? So you can tell these pictures are from 30 plus years ago. This company was founded in the 80s. And what's fascinating, this goes from a woman who was just making this product for her kids. She started sharing it with friends and family. People were just gushing about it, going phenomenal. And I'll tell you, here's the difference with entrepreneurs that really take it to the next level, in my humble opinion. She is execution, right? She had the courage to take that step and put herself out there. How many times you sit around with the guys and you're like, hey, we should do this, we should do that. Oh, you should sell that, you market, like, oh my goodness, like how many
poof, like the wind,
right? And then, Monday comes around and it doesn't go anywhere. Well, here, this is a great example of resiliency and just determination, pure persistence. Yeah. Of like taking an idea, a hobby, and turn it into like like they're a factory now producing these wonderful candies in Ohio.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. And that really shows, what that can do over time by just putting in the work. I was talking to somebody about that the other day, and it was just like, listen, you're going to have these opportunities and some of them are going to be big. Mm-hmm. The AI here can help you see them and you might go, oh man, but don't stop taking those steps forward towards that. Because even if it's big, taking one step forward towards that means you're closer.
Yeah. And we'll cut to the chase here. So with a digital game plan, what we'd love to do is like taking that step-by-step guide to creating your digital marketing foundation. So we have all these little tabs here. We've been covering them throughout in each week. Today, I want to talk about that content calendar. So how you can use AI to put out wonderful content. So like our friends here at Marsha's, they've got a great website, they've got e-commerce, they've got the products. Well, and they're doing a great job on social. Maybe they want to step it up a little bit, right? So what this tool does is it uses AI to start inspiring some different ideas. I like to call this page the opportunities and possibilities page. And what we can do is start creating like, hey, what's some content that we could start putting out? And right there, homemade Buckeye candy, the tradition and taste of Ohio. Damon, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think this is where, we can sit and be in a business all day long and we don't see it from the perspective of the outside outsider. We don't see it from this. And that's where the AI can really help give you these different perspectives and show you some ideas that get your mind rolling and help you to create some things that'll really inspire the audience.
Right. Absolutely. And right here, Buckeye Candy in the Midwest, Ohio food culture, scaling local brands to national retail distribution. So again, I love this one. You and I are always talking about having different guides. The Event Planner's Guide to Memorable and Local Sweets. How about that one?
Yeah.
That's a great,
Yeah.
and we were just talking about checklists. Take your product, your solution, how you make the world a better place, and think about how your ideal customer could use a checklist. Damon, our team was just talking about a checklist.
Yes,
this
we
morning.
were.
How important do you feel a checklist? I mean, it really is universal, could fit for any product, any solution. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that, checklist guides, those are the kind of things that really help, especially in some of these more technical things, right? If you have a buyer's guide, well, we've helped clients do buyer's guide. They have pretty technical products, right? So walking someone through that may not be that technical person, but that lay person that like you or I, that's just out there going, okay, how do I buy this? Blah, 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 that you can't really even say the words, but how do I create a guide that lets the buyer know, like a buyer in an organization know what we're really buying, not the engineer, because that may be a separate thing, but there's just so many ways that a checklist can help them, or a buyer's guide can help them get that information.
Absolutely. So we'll start winding down. So, takeaway today is take your product, your solution, your superpower, whatever it is that you provide to the market, how you're making the world a better place, and think about, let's step inside the shoes of our buyer, right? Of our soulmate customer. What challenge do they have today? How could we just help them get to the finish line? Pun intended there, Ricky Bobby, right? Pun intended.
First your last.
How can we help them get through the finish line? And so, that checklist is a great way. Go to ChatGPT, go to your, whatever, if you're Claude, whatever AI that you're using, and say hey, this is my ideal customer. What does that look like? What are their problems? What solutions can I provide? And start taking those steps towards that buyer's guide or that checklist, and it's going to go a long way. Damon, as we wind down, close out, what do you want to share?
Well, I think if you are not at least exploring how AI can help you in the marketing space for your manufacturing company, it is really, you're missing out. I just think, because we're not all, super geniuses and everything. And it really does help you look at things from a different perspective and be more efficient with your time.
Absolutely. So, all right, guys, we will wind down, close out. We wish you an amazing, incredible rest of your day. If you're celebrating Halloween, stay safe, have a great time, have a wonderful weekend. We have an incredible guest coming up on Monday, dude. We've got Ray Zagano coming in the house.
So
we've got Ray. And then what we have, Damon, is so for our friends out there that are interested in the Industrial Marketing Summit, this month, for November, we're going to be bringing on some speakers that are going to be speaking at the Industrial Marketing Summit 2026. So we're getting like a super, super early preview, man. I am juiced about that. So we've got some great topics. We've got November is just jammed. Great topics coming up. So guys, come back, join us. We appreciate you, and we will see you next time.
All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. And as Kurt said, if you're celebrating Halloween, have a good time and be safe.